toe. Have you ever looked at something and just thought, how is this even possible? Well, get ready, because today we're diving deep into the world of the unbelievable. We're recounting down 10 things that genuinely feel like they should be from a science fiction movie or a fantasy novel, but are shockingly real. From bizarre natural wonders to human creations that defy all logic. These are the things that shouldn't exist, but absolutely do. Make sure you stick around for number 1, because it's a mind-bender that will make you question everything you thought you knew about reality. Let's get started. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the living rock, or Pura chilensis, found on the coast of Chile and Peru. This creature looks exactly like a lumpy reddish rock covered in barnacles. But if you were to crack it open, you'd find something that looks more like a strange, fleshy organ. It has a heart, a digestive system, and even blood. What's crazier? This rock is a filter feeder, sucking in seawater and filtering out microorganisms for food. It's born male, becomes hermaphroditic at puberty, and can reproduce all by itself. Imagine walking along the beach and accidentally stepping on a colony of living, breathing rocks. It's an animal that perfectly camouflages itself as part of the mineral kingdom, blurring the lines of what we consider to be alive. Coming in at number 9, we have the gateway to hell in Turkmenistan. Officially known as the Darvaza gas crater, this fiery pit has been burning continuously since 1971. The story goes that Soviet geologists were drilling for natural gas when the ground beneath their rig collapsed, creating a massive crater and releasing poisonous methane gas. To prevent the gas from spreading, they decided to light it on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few weeks. Well, more than 50 years later, it's still burning, a 230-foot-wide inferno in the middle of the desert. It's a man-made disaster turned eerie tourist attraction, a permanent, blazing wound on the Earth's surface that looks like something straight out of a biblical prophecy. It's a constant reminder of how a simple miscalculation can create a phenomenon that lasts for generations. At number 8, let's talk about the mysterious sailing stones of Death Valley. In a remote, flat desert area called Racetrack Playa, large rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, move across the dry lake bed on their own, leaving long tracks behind them. For decades, no one could figure out how. There were theories about high winds, ice, or even pranksters. The reality, confirmed only a few years ago, is just as strange. During rare winter conditions, a thin layer of water freezes into large sheets of ice overnight. As the sun rises, the ice begins to melt and break up into huge floating panels. Gentle winds then push these massive ice sheets, which in turn slowly shove the rocks across the mud, creating those iconic trails. It's a perfect, delicate storm of conditions that creates this beautiful and baffling spectacle. Next up at number 7 is the immortal jellyfish, Torritopsis dorni. Yes, you heard that right, immortal. Day. This tiny jellyfish has a biological superpower that seems to defy the natural order of life and death. When it gets old, sick, or faces extreme stress, it can revert back to its earlier stage of life. A polyp, essentially starting its life cycle all over again. It can theoretically repeat this process forever, making it biologically immortal. Now, this doesn't mean it can't be eaten by a predator or die from disease before it can reverse age, but it holds the genetic key to eternal youth. Scientists are studying this creature intensely, hoping to unlock secrets that could revolutionize human medicine and our understanding of aging itself. It's a living, floating fountain of youth. At number 6, we have a place where two oceans meet but don't mix. In the Gulf of Alaska, you can witness a stunning visual phenomenon where the dark, salty water of the North Pacific Ocean and the lighter, sediment-rich glacial meltwater run side by side, separated by a distinct line. It looks like two entirely different bodies of water, refusing to blend. The reason for this is the difference in their density, temperature, and salinity. While they do eventually mix over time and distance, the initial visual is absolutely surreal. It's like seeing a natural liquid border drawn across the sea, a powerful and visible reminder of the complex forces at play in our planet's oceans. It's a sight that makes you feel both small and completely in awe of nature's artistry. Halfway through our list at number 5 is a fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding. Meet the black soup, native to Mexico and Central America. This fruit looks like a green tomato on the outside, but when you cut it open, the pulp is a rich dark brown, almost black, with a texture and taste remarkably similar to chocolate pudding. It's low in fat, high in vitamin C, and is often called the chocolate pudding fruit for good reason. Imagine a healthy, natural dessert that grows on a tree. For anyone with a sweet tooth who's also trying to be healthy, this fruit is a dream come true. It's nature's guilt-free treat, a delicious anomaly that seems too good to be true, but it's very real and very tasty. Coming in hot, at number 4 is ball lightning. This is one of the most enigmatic and debated natural phenomena. For centuries, people have reported seeing mysterious glowing orbs of light, ranging from the size of a golf ball to a beach ball. During thunderstorms, these spheres of electricity are said to float, hover, and move erratically before vanishing, sometimes quietly, and sometimes with a loud bang. For a long time, scientists were skeptical, dismissing it as a hallucination. But, with more and more credible sightings, and even some video evidence, the scientific community now largely accepts its existence, though its cause remains a puzzle. Is it a cloud of vaporized silicon from a lightning strike? A form of plasma? Nobody knows for sure, making it a true atmospheric ghost. Now, for our top 3. Number 3, we have the Beigong pipes. In a remote, barren region of China, near a pyramid-shaped hill, there's a cave system filled with what appear to be ancient metal pipes. Some run from the cave floor to the ceiling, while others lead into a nearby saltwater lake. The strange part: scientists have dated the rock around them to be hundreds of thousands of years old. But the pipes themselves contain iron and other elements that suggest they were smelted. Who could have been creating sophisticated metal pipes in this desolate area so long ago? Some theories suggest they are a strange but natural geological formation, while more imaginative ideas propose they are relics of an ancient, unknown civilization, or even an extraterrestrial outpost. Whatever they are, these out-of-place artifacts are a profound historical mystery. Our runner-up, at number 2, is the Elton-in antenna. In 1964, an oceanographic research ship taking photos of the seabed deep off the coast of Antarctica captured something bizarre. Sticking up from the ocean floor, over 2 miles deep, was an object that looked uncannily like a modern antenna. It was perfectly symmetrical, with rods and nodes arranged in a complex structure. For years, it was hailed by some as proof of either an advanced ancient civilization or alien activity. Was it a communication device? A strange beacon? 2. The mystery lingered for decades, until it was eventually identified as a species of carnivorous sponge, Cladoriza concrescens. But even with that explanation, its perfectly geometric, antenna-like shape is so unnatural and engineered-looking that it remains one of the creepiest and most alien-looking life forms ever discovered in the deep sea. And finally, at number 1, the thing that absolutely should not exist, but does: the double-slit experiment. This isn't a place or an object, but a fundamental experiment in quantum physics that shatters our perception of reality. Choose the simple version: when you fire tiny particles, like electrons, at a screen with 2 slits in it, they behave in a way that is logically impossible. When you're not watching, the electrons act like waves, passing through both slits at the same time and creating an interference pattern on the other side. But the moment you set up a detector to observe which slit they go through, they instantly change their behavior and act like solid particles, passing through one slit or the other, just as you'd expect. The very act of observing them changes the outcome. This means, at the quantum level, reality itself seems to be influenced by our consciousness or measurement. Particles exist in a state of all possibilities until they are observed. It's an idea so profound and strange that even Einstein struggled with it. It suggests that the world we perceive as solid and predictable is far from it. So there you have it, 10 things that challenge our understanding of the world, from living rocks and immortal jellyfish to a scientific experiment that proves reality is weirder than we could ever imagine. Which of these blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unbelievable, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more mind-bending content. See you next time.